Hard to Texas Media Network, any and all things Texas. Errol Spence Jr., Texas's most famous, infamous for a number of reasons, boxer, prize fighter, Mr. Errol Spence Jr. on his return to boxing. Shout out to the content creator in Breezy We Trust. Let's play it.
Me to say, if I come back, I'll be a shell of myself. If he comes back, he probably not gonna come back. He's damaged. I just, use it all as fuel. Some people can use it all and be not motivated and be like, and let that knock them down. I use it as fuel. I use it as motivation. I was undisciplined, doing the wrong things and not living the life I should have lived. And then after the accident, I had to, get right, to be right. So and that's what happened. I got right, and it came back.
Had to get right to be right. Far be it for us to look. We are objective. Try to be objective journalists at Heart of Texas Media Network. And in the spirit of journalistic integrity, you have to objectively bring about different questions, talking points that add to the discussion of the career of Errol Spence Jr. So you have to throw out the talking points of the background noise, the out of the ring situations. You have to bring up the yellow beesies and the Mo 3s, and you have to bring up the entire Dallas street culture that exists, that is the background to Errol Spence's career. He alludes to it, and obviously, depending on the platform, he's not going to go into great detail. And it's not for us to speculate. It's not for us to add any unnecessariness to the discussion. Again, in the spirit of journalism, we just raise those concerns, raise those questions for the people to talk about. So this was a very good interview from Errol. I think there's a lot of depth to Errol that we don't see. A lot of things to Errol that we just don't know, and that's good. Errol kind of reminds me of a Derrick Rose figure who has different layers to him that over time and with a certain level of maturity and trust with the public will continuously unfold itself, right? But Errol is one of my favorite boxers of all time, really. Like his prime, and primes are kind of subjective. Primes are, from what we witness, primes can be fleeting. Somebody can have a hell of a prime. A Gilbert Arenas comes to mind. A Derrick Rose come to mind, to where they have these flashes, a prime, to where it's very special to watch. Errol was that. His belt snatching season strap season. His his little run where he was snatching belts and body shotting everybody and right hooking them and left jabbing them. Yeah. He was nice, but he just wasn't himself with Crawford. That wasn't the Errol that I know. Or I just refuse to believe. Well, sometimes it was just was Crawford's night. Just was his night. But anyway, let's continue.
Back people was like, I think he's tuned up. He's not ready. And I fought the ex-world champion Danny Garcia coming back off a car accident. A lot of people on social media said, if I come back,
Yeah, anyway, so social media. So that's just a short little clip, but I want y'all to talk about in the comments, Errol Spence. What you think? Is there a comeback story for Errol Spence? He said, if I come back. So that tells you a lot right there to me. I don't think he's coming back. He don't need to come back. He's good, really. I think I hope, again, journalistic integrity. We just want to throw out the talking points to consider. I think at this point it depends on what type of character and spirit and what type of goals and desires, ambitions Errol Spence has. I think I would feel that I've accomplished what I've set out to accomplish as Errol Spence, but I'm not him. I don't know what his heart truly is telling him. I don't know what his heart is telling him. And if I can spiritually discern, I'd say well done. Well done. You've done a good job. Move on to the next phase of your life, your career. And again, we want to always consider the financials aspects of it. That's something that is something to consider when you're making these choices. And that would be maybe a factor as to why he would come back. And I would hope that would not be a factor. I would hope he would come back for the true love of the sport and the desire to continue his story, his chapter, another chapter in his career. So I hope it's not a money issue if he comes back. I really hope that's not the case. From what I understand, he has made some sound investments. No pocket watching, just setting the stage for what we hope is even bigger things for the big fish. So I'm rooting for you, dog. Rooting for you, Errol. For real, man.